hear nothing. It's your boy, Jeff Jones.
It's the upset specialist, Mr. Thomas Boykin.
And this is 234 Sports Talk. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's get at
Boy,
it.
Mike Jones is not with us tonight, but he'll be with us the next time we come together. Mr. Thomas Boykin, I know you saw it. The national championship game, college women's national championship game, LSU versus Iowa. LSU was victorious 102-85. Man, I'm telling you, these ladies put on a great game. What did you think about this game as you watched it? And were you surprised or shocked at how LSU handled Iowa?
Uh, First off, congrats to LSU on a great season. Uh, they were not even supposed to. They weren't even picked to be in that situation. So kudos to them. Great season also for Iowa. The Hawkeyes played a really good season. They knocked off a whole lot of characters to get to where they at, and kudos to them for on a great season. I think Kim Mulkey had LSU focused on that game. I think that they focused on, the things that South Carolina fell short on. It was like, no, we're not letting them do that to us. They're not gonna dismantle us like that. We're gonna bring something different. And they brought a whole lot of defensive intensity. They definitely brought some shooting with them because that was unexpected for how they shot the ball. It was crazy how they were raining shots in. I'm like, wow. Your girl in the middle, 34 double doubles, not to be denied. She's on the inside doing work. So I mean, and for me, it was kind of overdue for somebody to expose Iowa down low in the box. South Carolina had that opportunity. They didn't choose to expose it. If you look at the South Carolina game when Iowa played South Carolina, uh, South Carolina grabbed a whole lot of offensive rebounds, a whole lot of them. And I'm surprised Don Staley didn't open up her eyes and look at, you know what, we're dominating the post. Let's play inside out. Pick and choose your driving lanes and play inside out. But kudos to them on a great season to only lose one game in what, a year and a half, two. So it was a good run for them. But kudos to the Lady Bayou Bengals. And Kim Mulkey bringing the first title to LSU. That's outstanding work. From what I'm understanding, a lot of that team is coming back next year, so they should be a pretty good force to be reckoned with. And they're supposed to be bringing in a really high recruitment for next year. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely a great game. Everybody will talk about Reese. She's the star player, but Morris, they put in work. Morris Williams,
Oh yeah,
they really put in some good work. I'm telling you, man. When I was watching that game, and I was saying, man, these ladies came to play, and they lit it up from the 3-point line. Morris got busy from that mid range, and those ladies, man, I'm telling you, man, it was just exciting to see the women play on that level, man. And
absolutely.
Iowa, they had us off to them. We all picked South Carolina. We all thought that South Carolina would take care of business, and we really thought
Yes,
that
we
would be
did.
South Carolina and LSU. But
Yes, we did.
Iowa had other plans.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, definitely, man. These ladies came to play, and Carson, she put in work. I mean, man, she lit it up from the 3-point line. Those ladies, man, hats off to them, man. Just a great game. It was a little controversy here and there, but I don't think any of the controversy inside the game, not outside the game, the controversy inside the game would have mattered, with the score being the way that it was. I don't think it would have mattered. LSU just really found something and just ran with it the whole game. Found the weakness.
Pretty
And
much.
they were really physical with. I noticed with Caitlin there, they were really physical with her, and to me, I kind of thought that they threw her off her game.
Definitely. Definitely. If you notice, there weren't a whole lot of times when Caitlin drove to the basket and got easy layups. That was very, very limited. She did a lot of her stuff from mid-range and threes, but nothing driving and easy shots, creating for her other teammates down low. So kudos to LSU for shutting that down because nobody else took away the driving lanes, which is shocking to me. But I mean, you can live or die with somebody shooting threes, but you can't live with somebody getting easy layups. Can't live with that on defense. It does. It don't end well for you.
Well, it was a great game once again, and we commend LSU for winning the championship. But there's a little bit of controversy after or right when the game was about to end. Uh, you know, that Reese, she kind of gave Kaylin a little bit of what she's been
The
giving
John
everybody. You
Cena.
can't see me,
The
the
John
John
Cena.
Cena.
Yes, sir. Gave her the John Cena.
And then let her know that, hey,
That ring
we
coming.
about to get this chip right now. We about to win the championship, about to get this ring. And a lot of people thought that that was not classy of her, but at the same time, Kaylin has been doing it all, to people. What do you think about this controversy? I don't think it's controversy, but everybody's talking about it.
It's
How do you
not.
feel about this?
It's not controversy. It's not controversy at all. It's the game of basketball. The game of basketball is played with a lot of trash talk. From grade school level, that's been taught trash talking in grade school level. So it's not new. It's not commonplace. It might be new for people on the female realm because they're not used to it. But the females that play on that particular aspect, they know it's there. They do just as much as the guys do. They don't publicize it as much as the guys, but it's there. And if you remember, she started the "You Can't See Me" with the Louisville game
Mm-hmm.
and running around when they beat South Carolina, running around looking at old girl about to shoot a three. Like, I ain't worried about you shooting the three. Don't. I ain't worried about you. Nah, the LSU said, nah, I'm not doing that. And when they got to blowing them out and it was about to be game time, she right back to you, get chip. So, I mean, Stephen A. Smith brought out a very valid point, and I think he was right when he brought it out. With it's a race thing as well, because I mean, think about it. Caitlin started off with it. Nobody said anything. With the Louisville game, she was doing the John Cena and jumping all around and being happy and da da. Nobody said nothing. Now we got an LSU player that comes at the end, gets in her face, and do the same thing right back to her. Now it's disrespectful. Uh-uh. I was always taught if you can't handle it, don't dish it out.
Exactly.
That's just bottom line. If you can't handle trash talking when it comes back to you, don't start it. Because I guarantee you it will come back. In some form, way, or fashion, it will come back.
Well, Clark, we talked about it. Clark started, doing the taunting, and
Facts.
you and I, we played the game, and there were times when, man, I played some guys, man, and they talked the whole game. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
And we always say, hey, if somebody's talking, you got to shut them up. And obviously, at that point in the game, Clark wasn't going to be able to, shut up Reese because the game was over. It was already
Oh
decided
yeah,
pretty much.
it was a wrap. It was a
So,
wrap.
but she got a taste of her own medicine, and I'll defend Reese on that every day of the week.
Oh,
I'll defend her
absolutely.
on that every day of the week, and I kind of feel like a lot of people that are complaining, I think they might be LSU fans. And I think that they just a little bit hurt because I mean not LSU fans, but Iowa fans.
Iowa fans, absolutely.
And I think they just a little bit hurt because LSU took it to Iowa, and it's just one of those things. If anybody, you ask anybody who plays the game of basketball, I don't care if it's a pickup game, you're always going to encounter somebody that trash talks.
Mm-hmm.
And they always, I mean, they'll talk the whole game. It's just a
Mm-hmm.
part of the game. And I think people are just too sensitive with things with, little issues like this. I don't even think this is something that needed to really be talked about, but I noticed everybody was talking about it.
Yeah, it's been blowed up on Twitter all day. It's been blowing up on Twitter all day. They've been blowing Reese out, talking about it was disrespectful, it was classless, calling out her all out of her name and everything else. I'm like, y'all are wrong. Y'all are just wrong. It's just the way it is. My mama taught me, and that was the golden rule for me. I didn't have to trash talk. My mama said, let them run their mouth, you run your business.
And that's how I feel. I trash talk when I played the game. I trash
Oh
talk.
yeah. I have my
You know,
moments where I had to fire back, but I mean, I'm not gonna fire back something disrespectful. I'm gonna fire back with, okay, yeah, but my player's gonna tell you what I'm thinking.
and most of the time they started and I just finished it.
There you go.
That was the thing. If they started, then I say, okay, that's how you want to play the game. We'll do it. But it's a part of the game to the people who are looking from the outside and wondering
Hmm.
why she did what she did. And Clark is not innocent. This is something that she started, and she just got a
Absolutely.
dose of her own medicine, point blank. And
Absolutely.
you can't take away what happened on that basketball court. The
Nah,
LSU women came to play, and that's why they're national champions. And
absolutely.
salute to them.
Absolutely.
All right, tonight the men will take the court.
Yes,
San
sir.
Diego State versus UConn. Who you liking in the game on tonight?
I'm gonna tell you what. San Diego State's had a really good run. I mean, they've really had a really, really good run. But Connecticut is showing people that it's not even close. they're showing people it's not close. Out of what's left, there's nobody to test us. San Diego State has got to come out and play out of their mind to win this game. Especially defensively, they got to play out of their mind because UConn can beat you too many ways, inside, outside. So they got a tough task. The problem's going to be if UConn comes out focused or they're going to come out thinking, yeah, we got it. Now, if they come out like, yeah, we got it, we might see an upset. If they come out and take these guys lightly, we might see an upset. If they come out focused, this shouldn't be a contest.
I agree
If
with
they
you on
come
that.
out focused, there shouldn't be a contest. UConn should win this 14-15. This shouldn't be close.
Yeah, I agree. The UConn's really been putting in work, and I feel that this is going to be. I said about 10 or more points, 10 or more. I
Yeah,
think that they'll win by 10 or more points.
that's why I
I,
said 14-15.
yeah, I think that they'll in the beginning it may be a little contest, but you'll start to see UConn pull away and really just show that they're the better team. So I think they'll raise the trophy on tonight after it's all said and done. Our
But
last bit of what is that?
but this has been a year of a lot of parity, so anything can happen.
Yeah, it's true. Anything can happen. I mean, we saw it. We saw it with the women. Anything can happen. We saw it with the men earlier. You know,
Oh
Sweet
yeah,
16, Elite Eight.
oh
We
yeah.
saw a lot of things happen. Nobody expected to happen. So
Who who saw all the number ones going down?
yeah, nobody saw that coming.
Nobody saw that coming.
Our last bit of business tonight, Thomas. I want to ask you a question. In this NBA MVP race, there are three people that they're talking about: Jokic, Joel Embiid, and my guy Giannis. As you look at these three, who do you think has the edge in the MVP race at this point?
No contest. It's no contest. Giannis is your MVP all day, every day, hands down. No questions asked. I mean, the numbers don't lie. The record don't lie. His domination don't lie. He showed Embiid last night, I am that guy. I mean, there's not too many teams in the league that have an answer for him. And with the team that they have built around him, it makes it that much tougher. Now you just can't focus on, well, we just gonna stop Giannis from driving to the paint. What you gonna do with the other four? And not so much the other four. They're 8, 9 deep. So what do you do with that? And Giannis is feeding off of that and eating off of that, and I don't blame him. Eat it up. They don't have an answer for it. Nobody does. Boston had the one night, yeah, we beat them by 40. It's a one-time thing. I guarantee you Boston will never shoot like that the rest of the season.
Well, we'll see. It's a tight race, and I think it's gonna come down between Giannis and Jokic. One of those two. Joker, who knows? He may win it, but we don't know. But it's gonna. I think Joel Embiid might have slipped out of the race a little bit after
Well,
last night's showing.
he had a chance to really step in, but he didn't play the game against Denver where he could have played Jokic heads up. He decided to sit out. I don't know if it was injury or load management, but that was a game that he definitely should have played. Definitely. He should have if he was going to make a case for MVP, the night they played Denver and had a chance to go Jokic one-on-one, should have took that all day.
Definitely, I agree with you on that. Well, it's been a real one. We talked about it. Until the next time, it's been 234 Sports Talk. You can catch us right here on YouTube. You can catch us on Twitter. You can catch us on TikTok. You can catch us on Instagram. Want you to like and subscribe. And remember, it don't cost you nothing to push that button. And we want to hear from you. So comment, talk to us. Whether you like the show or you don't like the show, talk to us. We want to hear from you. Till the next time, once again, it's been 234 Sports Talk. We are out. Peace.
Peace.